Oh, it is.
Hello? Can you help me?
What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Where is she?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
His outfit is never... What are you packing? Oh, just a 9mm. Okay. I thought for a minute there was one of the 5.56 pistols, which I enjoy. Trapped by geckos, he says. Is that right? I'm gonna be able to handle the weight. Yeah, I got like 20 units. I don't imagine all the gecko meat and hides is gonna be that much of a problem. How can I not, like, make gecko thing yet? Survival. I'm gonna have to put points into survival. Oh. Oh. Ah! This rifle sucks. The young gecko, I gotta mag dump it twice to get anywhere. This rifle sucks. Oh, for God's sakes. You know what? Fine. 10 mil. I don't have a whole lot of ammo. Probably be using my caravan shotgun for this. It would be better suited because I'm going to need weapons like this later. Where did they run off to? Like, one of them went off chasing after something else. Yeah, no, they're like darting off. Fine, suits me. Less ammunition wasted. It's not like I got plenty of the stuff. Granted, all I need to do is talk to Chet and I can get more. So yes, lore-wise, now that I have a moment, before I have to start dealing with, bear traps. So yeah, my courier was already kind of a name in mercenary work. Perhaps a small name, I'll grant you. But one of the traits I took was skilled but inexperienced. So my character, like, knew their stuff, right? And after a good run in Freeside, I decided to help myself to a cognitive implant so I can be even more intellectually awesome. Oh, for God's sakes. And so that implant benefited me, the cyberpunk treatment where I got a bullet in the head and it didn't kill me instantly. God, I got like an agility of 4, guys. How do you suck this bad? You know what? I'm tired of like playing around with you guys. I'm gonna waste some plasma ammunition because I am done. Hit that hard because my energy weapon multiplier is trash. Because again, it's early on in the game. I don't have points into much. Ooh. Shame that wasn't critical. He would have turned into a puddle of goo. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. That's why I'm an energy weapon, baby. Pew! Last round. We'll save it for you-know-who. Oh, good, another one of these. Although I think I have plenty of those. I need more of this stuff, yes. More geckos! How many of you are there? Yay! That's nowhere. Throw it at my feet. That's the blast radius, and that's not going to be anywhere near this one. this. My recommendation in hardcore mode, don't go for a melee build. Purely because the multiplier on enemy damage is insane. I don't care how much armor or DT you have, or even how much health you have, you are going to get your shit rocked if you try a melee build in hardcore mode. And I know that there are probably people who make that shit work, because of course there are. It's an RPG. People will min-max things to absolute oblivion. But it doesn't help that this weapon's going to deal less damage the more its condition deteriorates, but it's not like I can do anything about that right now. And I never pay for them to fix weapons if I can help it, because, God, why is it so expensive? I say that full knowing that in Fallout 4, I'm literally like, I ran out of screws. I need more screws. Yeah, thanks. A whole lot I can do about that. This is the only thing I got ammo for. It's hilarious, you can just backpedal these guys. They didn't sink enough into their agility stat. Ow! What is he surviving on? Hopes and dreams? There we go. Oh, first things first. There we go. This in a minute. I got my light on? Okay, good. I'm gonna need to be able to see what I'm walking into here. Now I question this pile of bodies, especially considering they're a bit gnawed on. Is Barton Thorne a cannibal, or is this or are these the last poor schmucks he sent up here to deal with the geckos? And they got eaten by the geckos. There's one. Bear traps are even worse, IRL. Bears are massive, powerful creatures. Bear traps exert enough force that were you to make the mistake of stepping in one, it would break the bones in your leg. Both of them. Nice big old compound fracture. Have fun, kiddos. There are traps of this style used for getting smaller creatures, of course. Ooh. Oh, good stuff, and I'm not overweight yet. I will be once I've looted. No, I got more protection than the armor I'm wearing, actually. Normally I'd be all over that. Ooh, that's... Alright, because it's like the dead man's hand or something. Hey! Bowling balls? Hey! Hey! Okay, we're done up here. No sign of his girlfriend. Wonder if that was all bullshit. About to give him the business.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
Is that right, Barton Thorne? Are you sure about that? I'm about to make this personal. I know what I can do to save on weight. Where is it? Yeah! There we go. Now, as for Barton Thorne, you are nothing but a one-armed bandit. Yeah! Dun 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 dun. Yeah. He's. Oh, you had to have seen that one coming. You had to have seen that one coming. That just was too perfect to pass up. That's a big drop. I can handle that. There we go. Yep. I land like a cat. As I do in real life. Except when I choose not to. Beneficially, the ribs make good shock absorption. I discovered that the hard way. Or the easy way. Bit of both, I suspect. So yeah, if you did skip the preamble, you might be wondering, how in the hell did I get all the... Because, okay, so... Your special increasing implants, that's got Indiana Jones's bones in it. I'll get that later, because I don't have the inventory space for it right now. You might be wondering, how in the hell did I get enough, at level 1, mind you, because the preamble would have had a still image of me at level 1 with the intelligence implant, considering it's like 4,000 caps. Well, I broke the bank at the Atomic Wrangler. How did I get to the Atomic Wrangler? Well, dear viewer, most people will tell you that you can head north, straight out of Goodsprings, and get past the Death Claws with stealth and, you know, whatever. I did not have to sneak once. If you know the path to take, you don't even see a Death Claw on the way up there. Super mutants might be a different story, and if you're familiar with the map of New Vegas at all, you'll know exactly the route I took. I've already spoken to Victor, but not on camera, so let's talk to Victor. Sadly, the actor who plays Victor is no longer with us, so... Victor!
Howdy, partner.
How did you happen to find me? Actually, wait, what would be... yeah.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up.
What you may not have noticed is that his speaker in the top left, of his chassis actually moves when he's talking. How did you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Then why do you leave? I've never seen a robot like you before, even though I have.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Yeah, let's offload first. This chat's gonna be asleep, so the store is closed. First of all, ammo, because it has weight. I don't use 22 long rifle. I don't have a 357 Magnum. I don't have a 44 Magnum. I don't have a 12-gauge shotgun. I don't have anything in 5.56. I do have something in 9mm now. I'm putting the energy cells away because I'm not going to hang on to the laser pistol. So put that away. Well, I could sell it. Put it away. I've got one shot for that. That's not worth anything. Tire iron. Hunting revolver that I'd love to hang on to, but I got no ammo for it, and it's just taking up weight. And the submachine gun, which is also taking up weight. And I can't afford to just blast through ammo like that. I'm surprised I didn't get rid of that. Or that. Not gonna need that anymore. So the beer I can sell. Most of that stuff I could probably sell. Okay, so let's think of... yeah, put the duct tape and the other... I'm just gonna sell that straight off. Bladed leg, pack of cigarettes, electronics, metal, turpentine, wonder glue. And the rest of this we'll just sell. That would make the most sense. That'll be in-game tomorrow. Actually, because you can go like 2 days without sleep, without that being an issue. That was my sleep. Yeah, I'm like not even near that, but the problem is that I want to get... well, I'm not going to get well rested, though, because I don't own this bed. This is not an owned bed. Yoink. I'm going to have to drop some of that off. I think mostly just the 5.56. Yeah, because I can use the rest. I could take the 20 gauge, I got 40 of it, and grab my 30 caravan shotgun. Just to save on the ammo that's actually not hopeless, because sturdy caravan shotgun, and I really hate that they made the damn Winchester lever action, because I love that design. They made it into a damn 20 gauge shock. No, you don't do that to the Winchester. How dare you? Ah yes, fission. Get rid of the fission battery, because those things are heavy. But you can use them to recharge small energy cells. Still early morning, but hopefully Chet will be available. If not, we're kicking his ass out of bed. I got shit to sell and caps to earn. Things to do. Goodsprings and abroad. I'm next Blackheart. Mercenary extraordinaire. New to the Mojave. Sort of. I was shot in the head and left for dead, but the chip in my head... rhyme not found. Data not found. Chet, you son of a bitch. Oh good, he is up. Hey!
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office.
Well, technology is a wonderful
I've got
thing.
plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me.
Well,
if
you
you're
would
hurting
say
for
that,
caps,
wouldn't you?
I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do.
He's only got like 9. Yeah, after clearing out the Atomic Wrangler, I still had $1,000 in caps. Maybe a little bit more than that. So, compared to the, like, 20 caps that I started this game off with, I'm actually doing pretty okay for myself. Thank you very much. Those can be used as food items, but they are... How is value 40 and I get like 6 caps for them? What the hell is that? Yeah, he can just hang on to those mutilated legs. What use do I have for them? Pick the beer. I'm keeping the absinthe. Tobacco chew. Ugh. That it? Rum and Nuka. Oh, no, I got that at the... Yeah, no, I got that at the place. Scotch. Vodka. Whiskey. So that's worth 222 caps. I'd have to sponsor it with ammunition, though. That's the problem. Besides, I'd rather get a plasma defender than a plasma pistol. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between them is. I think the defender is more rapid firing, but less accurate. But it looks better than the plasma pistol. The plasma pistol looks like somebody just welded a couple of pipes together and stuck one of those little electro balls on it. I don't need 8 items. Do you have, like, weapons attachments, perhaps? High damage cylinder for 357 revolver. Extended mags. No, Chet is effectively useless by the looks of things. Plasma pistol magnetic accelerator. Pistol recycler. Normally, I would just turn this stuff away because I wouldn't be able to afford it because you start off with like 20 caps, but because I'm a more successful mercenary than your garden variety courier, I could invest in a plasma pistol and the attachments. But how is he on ammo for that? How many small energy cells is he packing? Because there's no point in having the gun with no ammo. Oh! That's not enough to make it worth my while. So we'll leave it as is.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Wasn't everybody? Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it.
That's Vegas,
If you
baby.
ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it.
Oh, you
Word of
would like the
advice,
brothel, wouldn't
behave.
you?
Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got
No, the
something they
fiends
want.
have the
The
market
Great
cornered on
Khans deal in
crazy.
illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
So they're drug dealers, good to know. What do you know about Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Yes, because mysterious benefactors never had less than earnest intentions.
Take it easy now.
He's got like a Silence 22 in here that I might steal at some point. While he's sleeping! Well, let's go talk to Trudy. Get the next quest's ball rolling.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Me? I'm just sitting here, bud.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard an argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
What are you going to do then?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago.
Most of what the NCR
Some of
does
them stuck
isn't the best
together so they can
idea.
make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So if I help Ringo and Goodsprings will like me more, what if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Oh, no shit. Who was that man you were arguing with, even though that seems like an
He's a
odd question to
convict,
ask now?
just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
They're all going to die. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Happen to know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
You know he's a robot, right? Speaking of which, do you know the robot who rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Well, it's not like it's drinking your mead and eating your feast. You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Well, it is just a personality matrices laid over a standard operating system. He is just a dumb machine. How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Never mind, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Does Goodsprings get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion... Okay, well, first of all, what can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Yes, and I wonder if after hours they dress themselves in bed sheets and cover themselves in grain alcohol. Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
All right, then. Farewell, Trudy.
Be careful out there.
Careful's not very profitable. Repair! Where's Trudy off to? Middle of the day.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's it? Are you implying that I've done shoddy work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Yes, sure, because I earned it just to give it back to you. No thanks.
Be careful out there.
The wasteland is full of things to drink and eat. One just has to have the ability to find it. And, if necessary, pry it from the cold, dead fingers of whoever had it before you. Let's go talk to Ringo and get the whole Ghost Town dust-up thing in gear.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Well, I was looking for Paul, John, and George. I was hoping you could help me. I'm just having a look around.
Sorry
This
about the
yellow
gun.
submarine.
You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What
Well,
say
it
we
has
start
been a
over
hard
with
day's
friendly game of
night.
Caravan. You know how to play?
Let's not get started on Caravan. Let's not do that. Do you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him.
Where would you
He's
have heard
right.
that?
I'll have a
Where?
much bigger problem once his friends show up.
You wouldn't!
There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are the powder gangers out to get you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
What are you going to do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
If you need a hired gun, I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
It'll have to do. What now?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Most of the stuff in here is also not marked as owned. So, loot it all! Yeah, I'll take that. Turpentine. Doctor's bag. Oh, there's still whiskey in that one. Vision battery. Braxo. Yeah, I think... What? There's some more energy cells. Purified water. Huh. Okay, well then, I guess that will just have to wait. Get out of here. Ooh, cigarettes. Ah, that's your ammo. We'll take these caps, though. Get out. There we go. I'm out of here.